It's unfortunate that in the state today, the only thing you hear is unnecessary politicking. Your convoy is bigger than my convoy. Your crowd is bigger than my crowd. Nobody is talking about the rot in the system. Nobody is talking about the death of the civil service. Nobody is talking about the lapidation of our social infrastructure. Nobody is talking about that. They are only talking, hey, this is your party. It is no more time for party, man. This is the time for the state to look towards a man who has the strength of character, who's been known over the years to come and clear the rot that we find ourselves in the state today. That is why I offer myself. For me, it is a big sacrifice. I will not pretend not to know that I was offered some political offices like deputy governor or go to senate or stuffs like that. But they weren't what I wanted. What I wanted was to be in a position to make policies that will benefit the state. And I think that the best place to make it would be to be the chief executive of the state. Because I will do things right. I will do things right no matter who is involved. I am not acquisitional. Anybody who wants to be in public office must not be acquisitional. In Igbo land, we say, there is nothing I want for myself. All I want is to give. That is why even I established my foundation, so that we can give people, young men and women who are desirous of doing something, but who do not have the means. I started in Imo State. I tell you of the thousands and thousands of young men and women that I empowered. I do not know their faces. They haven't even seen me before, except maybe on pages of paper. So I'm a selfless man. And I think that this is time for selflessness to rule in Imo State. I advise the people of Imo State not to be carried away by little sentiments and little posturing of politicians. Come to think of it, politicking and electioneering lasts just a couple of months. Governance lasts for years. If we are carried away by the sentiments of the time and the little pretense that are spread, are given, and then we forget that after the rain comes the shine. After this couple of months of electioneering campaign, if we make the mistake, we'll suffer it for another 4 years or even more. That is why I ask the people of Imo State to vote for me. Let us come together and salvage our state. Our state is like a war zone now. We need a man who is calculated, who is competent, a man who has content, a man who has good faith, a man who has good conscience, who will deal with people in good conscience, no matter who is involved. A man who will not seek his interests before the interests of the state. I know that the people of Imo State knows that I am like that. Perhaps that is why my political opponents have lashed on it to blackmail me. Oh, he's not serious, he's not this, he takes... They know they are all lies. They know they are all lies. I am a giver. Since I came into Imo politics, I've been giving. In fact, at a point in time, I said, listen, I'm no more going to play politics. That is why I established that Anumudu Foundation. So that since I can't or have not been able to do what I wanted to do through government instrumentality, I said, okay, let me do it through a foundation. And I'm happy that today a lot of young men and women have been blessed by that foundation.